sadly, they will not find anybody in this dire jungle, and this movement will not get them the gas, the juice in the jump start that they really wanted it to.
Yeah, neither of these teams went for the old twin gate shenanigans at level 1, so much more conventional start. Trying to fight over some watchers, trying to fight over some bounty runes as well. Kind of big that they got this watcher in the dire side near the dire first bounty rune in the jungle. Is always nice to be able to have that little bit of extra control, because even if it gets destroyed, it doesn't get taken back over, so then you still will have this kind of avenue to be able to play around here for Sweden Strong.
Sweden Strong not playing his Monkey King, which we've seen do tremendous amounts of work. Gonna have to try and demonstrate similar capabilities on this bounty hunter. He should be able to get a 2-2 bounty trade. They're gonna try force a 3, but they don't want to keep the fight going. Low skill and them running away. Kidaru actually gets bushwhacked, and they might be able to find this first kill, and they do not. Immersion now just has to turn himself around. Already finished off the Scorched Earth, and they should be fine here. So they're going to start with the tri-lane. We've been seeing this increasingly more and more often, where yes, one hero can take the twin gates. Okay, Respect is going to take it. But it does feel like there's just more tri-lanes in general. Do you think that's like going to be a long-lasting trend? Or is it just as people figure out how best to play around the twin gate, and then we'll see it normalize back into 2v2s?
I'm just going to come down to phrase that come out of the new patch as well, because as you said, the twin gate is hyper. It means that you don't have to constantly have this this musical lanes, which we've seen in the past be an issue for a lot of these tri-lanes. Is sometimes you just get musical laned and then you waste a TP, and then they just like TP back anyways, and then like you're already in the bad position. Whereas now you can just constantly twin gate, and I think for a lot of these different teams, depending whether or not it's Radiant or Dire favored, it really just means that you don't have to utilize your TP, and it just you're able to switch lanes constantly. You don't have to worry about abusing one of these resources that you have. So I would say yes, that we'll probably see a little bit more of these tri-lanes, but maybe not traditional tri-lanes where they stay together for the first 10 minutes. It'll be more so like the support will rotate every couple of waves,
Okay. Certainly makes sense to me. Top lane, Otaka, Respect, just farming, just Naga stuff. Don't expect too many exciting things to be happening. Oh no. Sweden Strong. Oh, okay. Did he get it? I think he got it. I don't know. Who cares? It's just one centaur early on in the game. It's just whatever. The most important thing is that he's making space for Lays, who should be able to have a fairly decent time on this Visage. Doesn't get really pressured whatsoever by a Hoodwinked Naga. Should be able to play it very safely, very far back. So nice and calm game. Which lane are we anticipating kills happening? Definitely won't be mid. Not Lorinov versus Shadow Fiend. That shouldn't happen.
Yeah, unless there's a little bit of a misstep from Lorinov. I don't see Supreme going down in that lane unless he kind of goofs a little bit as well. So the lane's probably going to be... I think a lot of mid lanes in this patch, man, are just going to be farm fest. Like, there's not really... supports don't want to make those rotations towards the runes, so a lot of these 1v1 heroes and a lot of these 1v1 players, I think, are going to get really strong and really benefit from this patch. So it's much more about side lanes. Maybe top is like a good place for them to get kills. I think bottom you really need to try and get kills with Immersion, just to be able to enable him to get towards those higher levels of Devour to start to be a greedy little boy.
Ah, this is the play. If you know that as a support you might not get access to the net worth, you just pick a farming support. There you go. We see these strats, Immersion. And mid. Boring in terms of kills, unfortunately also boring in terms of CS and net worth. And Lorinov actually might die here. He gets triple raised. Lays does find the first blood up in the top lane onto this Hoodwink. Okay. So we were speaking about how they can't apply that much pressure towards Visage, but Visage and Bounty can apply pressure towards you. Lots of poke damage. They haven't even gone in for the Shuriken toss. That was just raw poke into a couple of sword assumptions. Good enough to get a kill.
They didn't have Grave Chill either. Respect must have been in a weird spot to be able to be chased down like that. And you can see already Sweden Strong. He's like, I get a kill. I'm able to place some wards. And now I go through the Twin Gate and we can start to put a bit of pressure back onto Zibate.
Yep.
Who, last time we played this Legion Commander into the Phantom Lancer, he did go Crimson Guard. And it was impossible for the PL to be able to deal damage. So See if Zibe is going to do the same thing here. And you can already see the rotation from Immersion. Wants to really shut down this Necrophos. And this is one thing that you can have against a Necrophos is sometimes you just really get caught out and need these runes to be scary. If you're not able to win the first couple of waves.
He's denied 2 water runes this game, not enough. Kind of funny to see. Just making sure that, well, if I don't need it... He denied the one because he just didn't need it, and he wanted to make sure it's gone. And the second one, I think he was trying to keep it away from Supreme. We are starting to get to those scary levels. Level 5 has been broached for the SF, so you start winning that lane quite handedly. And down bottom, we didn't see them make the big rotation and kill Shebe. So he's still allowed to farm the lane. And with this Ring of Health, it's very difficult to envision them being able to bring him down again. So Sweet and Strong will instead send his efforts towards middle. They want Supreme. A couple of right clicks would be enough to get this kill. Sweet and Strong, though, oh, it gets baited too far. Dies to a Shadow Raise. Supreme collects the kill. Leaves Respect in the mid lane to collect some experience. Will go replenish his bottle with the Bounty Rune. And will just come right back middle. Keep the farm train going.
Yeah, losing that kill there. Oh, low skill bottom as well. He's in trouble.
Ooh, he is in danger indeed. He does get ran down by the Scorched Earth and Immersion. Gets the kill. You were saying that they want to get as many kills on Doom as possible. And as soon as they see that they have some space and time, they make it happen. While this is happening, they also end up losing their Naga Siren though from ITB. As top lane, Laze and Kidaro, they're like, wait a second, Respect's not here? You're all alone, Naga? Well, in that case, time to play aggressively.
Yeah, they're able to get rid of her with losing their Phantom Lancer. So, skills all across the map, and this is why I feel like a lot of these heroes like Bounty Hunter, like Ricky, Monkey King, are really just going to continue to be at the forefront for a lot of these teams, because even as Alex told us, right, like these heroes that just have the luxury of walking around and being able to set up these side lanes for kills really do come to the forefront when you're trying to get experience, because you need those kills early on for the experience of your heroes. Because if you don't, then your supports fall behind and it really relies on you getting some of these wisdom runes. And you can even see here that Sweden Strong is setting up for the steal up against this wisdom rune, but Immersion, he's already cottoned onto it.
Yeah, he pings it out. He's like, I am camping here. Doom is way too important to spell. I'm gonna grab us a Watcher while we're at it as well. Make sure that we do not lose out on this. And mid lane, they were attempting to gank the SF, but he has an Invis rune right now. He might actually just Requiem and straight up kill Kidaro, and he's gonna do just that. Kidaro's dead. They also managed to bring down Laze in the top lane, as they recognize that, wait a second, if Enchi is here, who's guarding Kidaro? Nobody. Let's see now, the clicking, who gets it? Oh no, Sweet and Strong. Oh no. Dude, he not only gets it, right, he still had time to get off a Janata hit. So he steals the Wisdom Rune, steals some of your gold as well, and then gets out.
Yep, having this done on Shadow Walk is exactly what you needed there. And Sweden Strong yoinks the Wisdom Rune.
Gosh.
Now he feels good about it, yoinks some gold as well. They get the kill onto Kataro. Supreme has had a fantastic start. He's given himself a few of these extra kills from some of the supports floating around. Kataro was farming his jungle. He just gets an inventory room and blows him up. And now he's making his way towards bottom. See if they can get the kill here onto low skill pre-level 6. That's when he starts getting scary on the Phantom Lancer. Before that, he's a little bit easier to deal with.
They should be able to kill him. They have duel. Shibe though, oh, he doesn't have a way to close the gap. Low skill dodges the first raise. Now goes in with the illusions. Kidaro's here with their Nature's Attendants. Reinforcements are en route as well as Laranov. He doesn't have enough mana for an ultimate, but he just barely might have it if he pops the magic wand. They really want Shibe. They really want this Reaper side, and they're gonna get it, Fluke. Boom! Nice response from PuckChamp. And dude, there's a universe where Shibe immediately gets off the duel onto low skill, and then they can come follow up with spells from Shadow Fiend, but I think he felt that they were just a little bit too far away on the SF to get there in time. And the moment of hesitation ends up costing them in the long run, as they lose, and they lose out big.
Yeah, they definitely would have loved to have gotten that kill there, especially if he had Requiem as well. If he was able to sit in the corner, that definitely would have been a big turnaround for Into the Breach. But they still get the extra rotation there onto Sweden Strong. He did yoink an Arcane Rune though, which is a little annoying from them. But this game really hasn't blown out for one team or another just yet. I think the biggest thing is looking at the supports and their level 6s. Really close to the sharpshooter here for respect. Immersion still a level and a half away. What about Sweden Strong? He's still pretty far away from him. Enchantress's one doesn't really matter all too much.
Actually might kill Shibe down bottom. But no, low scale's not coming in for this move. Why didn't low scale come in for this move? He doesn't hit that hard, but they might have been able to hit hard enough to kill Shibe. Look how low he fell. Dude, if low scale was there, that was a guaranteed kill on Shibe.
Yeah, maybe just not feeling like they had the enough damage for it. But either way, he walks away. Zibe has his Vanguard. He's going to be pretty tanky, but he's going to be hard to deal with, man. Like this Legion Commander, he's going to be hard to kill. So, see if they're going to have enough damage to be able to deal with the Legion Commander in this mid game. See whether or not Zibe is going to transition in towards like one of these like carry Legion Commanders where you get like a lot of dual damage and all that kind of stuff. Or whether or not he's much more focused on playing for the team and having his Shadowfiend and Naga Siren be the ones that deal the damage.
This LC hero is very difficult to know exactly how to itemize because you can end up in a situation, and we've seen it here in this tour, where you have an LC with like 120 damage, but she still feels absolutely useless in the fight. Mid lane, Supreme might feel useless if he dies here, but the presence of respect, they know a possible bushwhack could be there, so there's no point continuing the pursuit. Just gonna stay here and defend the tier 1 tower against the Sea Dragon push that's coming in. What does Supreme build this game? He's queued up a Blink Dagger, so could potentially be playing with Swift Blink. Like the Arcane Blink, just not nearly as strong as a build as it used to be. So I don't think he goes for that. Bottom, they get the duel out onto low skill, but TP from Supreme takes a little bit too long. He comes through with the bots, but they don't get here in time. Low skill, still alive, still juking through the trees. They get the Requiem out. Laurenov, though, did get off the Blade Mail before this popped. And they just leave immediately with this Doom going back to the top lane. Sweden Strong, though, should have a pretty good idea that not everybody would have been able to make their escape. And his hunch is correct. As he sees a Shibe, they might go onto him. And this time around, I don't think they can help you escape, my friend. They get the slows out. Supreme, though, is helping with these raises to make them reconsider how deep they want to go in for this fight. And the TP from Respect makes PuckChamp show respect as they will stop the pursuit onto Shibe.
Yeah, it was just a lot of posturing and poking. Oh, okay. Sweden Strong just walked underneath the sentry. That feels bad for him. They did try to do something a little cute with Immersion trying to Hurricane back low skill, but he used the Hurricane on himself rather than onto the Phantomancer. But either way, probably doing pretty okay here if you're into the breach, right? Like you're the one that has these greedier heroes. You've got a Doom now who's been able to build up towards his level 6. He's almost got his mech out on the way. Supreme's doing really well. He's got Boots Travel now as well. So whenever you have those fights for the Legion Commander, SF can join. And Naga Siren's just plinking away. She's just doing her own stuff. Going to go in towards a Manta style. Probably, I feel like you need to go Radiance into a Phantomancer. I think if you just go like Manta into Orchid, you kind of really don't do much into PL. But maybe you're just hoping that the other heroes deal with him and you can deal with everybody else.
The other heroes on his team are going to be trying to go for a smoke gank right now. They leave the Naga Siren to farm, and they want to go try and force a fight. Laurenov is in the cut as well, so that could be a very big pickup. They doom Visage, but not the hero that you always want to be dooming. She probably will still end up dead here, brought down by some of these razors of Supreme. Laurenov, being nearby, throws out a couple of death pulses. Could get dueled by Shibe, so needs to be careful. Kidaro will tank the duel for the team. Will get brought down as well. Not going to give away dual damage though, as one more right click. Oh, Supreme finally gets it. Double kill thanks to the double damage. How much further can they go from this though? They really want respect, and they're not going to be able to find him just yet because they bring down Laurenov instead. Supreme finds a triple kill. Okay. PuckChamp really overstay their welcome in the top half of the map, and they get absolutely demolished for it.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a little interesting, the fact they didn't get the duel victory because Supreme wasn't close enough for the short raise. But, I mean, it turns into a good enough fight for them. Supreme is really starting to become a scary hero with the Shadowfiend, abusing the early spells. Almost has his Blink Dagger up as well. They got Oteka into that fight as well. So he's going to be very scary very soon. Doom's doing a lot of good job. I think that the one issue that I've got here for PuckChamp is they just haven't abused this this Immersion Doom. Like he's really just been able to do kind of whatever he wants and hasn't really been punished. And being greedy here for Into the Breach is going to work out perfectly well for them.
And it's not like on the side of PuckChamp, they don't have anybody that wants to build Midas. They don't necessarily have like an alchemist or whatever. The heroes that they play gotta be getting gold the old-fashioned way. And they're getting completely outfarmed by ITB at the moment. 4k net worth lead. They can still fight their way back into the zone. We've seen that this contemporary patch really rewards fighting and combat. And with the Guardian Greaves just picked up by Lays, they have a bit more sustain to assist them in that. However, they have to worry about Blink Duel from Shebe, which might come out now in this mid lane. They smoked up. Lays is in trouble. There we go. Blink Duel. They caught him. Sharpshooter will come out. Requiem is there. They don't have enough damage to kill him and win the duel, but they certainly can bring him down. Right now, PuckChamp, they can't even keep both birds alive. One gets brought down. This is a bit problematic here, Fluke. This game is not going how PuckChamp envisioned. They are suffering a 5k net worth deficit, and their PL is still really, really poor. Low skill needs quite a lot of time before he's ready to come back and fight.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that they're the ones that have the greedier draft, but they're the ones that are being on the front foot and getting the initiative going. That's one of the issues with PuckChamp's draft, is they just don't have that kind of blink initiator, much like Into the Breach do with this Legion Commander. So it is a lot easier for Into the Breach to be able to play this, especially when their lanes went as well as they did. They're running into a fight now, though.
They want to get a duel onto Sweden Strong. This time around, it should be a duel victory if they get this, and they will. The Doom gets thrown down onto Lorinov as well, so he can't assist in this fight. Oh no, immersion. This time around, the Hurricane was good, Fluke. It pushed him back for just a second, but Low Skill finally making his presence known in the fight. Kidaro here with some Nature's Attendance. Will he be able to survive through this fight? Lorinov, he's not doomed up anymore. Really wants to try and assist somebody, get a Reaper Sight on someone, but he's having trouble helping out. They inhibit the Doom. That's going to be Reaper Sight, and that should be a kill. A stack applied to Lorinov. The question is, can they take this follow-up fight? Nice little stone drops to buy space and time. There's going to be a track onto the Legion Commander on the edge of the fight and onto this young Supreme Shadow Fiend. They might actually be able to give chase. Sweden Strong slows are no joke. There's a blink away from Shibe as well as Supreme. Respect doesn't have that luxury though. Might end up dead here. Sweden Strong trying to go the other direction. Anticipates the high ground jump after the sharpshooter hit. But that will not be enough to keep Respect alive for too much longer. The Death Pulse chasing him. Is it going to kill him? Oh no, he's going to get healed up. The immersion there with the mech. Respect jukes it all out, stays alive, prevents them from getting a punish. They still lose a tower. They still end up losing Immersion's life, but for the most part, they're still happy with the fact that they got dual damage and an additional support kill.
Yeah, 100%. It was a long, drawn-out fight, but they eventually were able to come out on top and into the breach. As I said, I feel like this series is just kind of going to be a bloodbath. Both these teams really kind of just running at each other and trying to figure out the patch as they go, and see who can come out on top. And there's going to be some weird stuff. And I like the way that they're playing. They, as you said, you get rewarded quite early on for a lot of these fights, and especially when the fights are starting to go your way. And now they're going to try and look to see if they can get the kill here on the low skill. Blink duel.
Jump
He found the right one.
Yeah. Woof. How did he know? Shibe.
Damn.
On it today, knowing exactly what's up. Supreme at the very least loses his courier. That was going to be the Ogre Axe to build into the BKB. But massive jump onto low skill. He's still in catch-up mode. He's still not necessarily there just yet. And look at PuckChamp. Do you understand something really funny? Click on Sweden Strong. He is realizing that, well, we can't have them play with practically 4 cores of the Doom versus our 2/3. So let's get another core. Sweden Strong, just go build a Hand of Midas, fam. Get that gold.
Yeah, it's going to be really late, though. Like, really late. Like, what? He's 1,400 gold away from it right now, and he's 17 minutes into the game. It's going to be rough.
22-minute Midas.
Yeah, it's going to be... Unless they start getting some track kills, it's going to be hard for them, especially with low skill now. He's getting eyed off towards his mid lane. His illusions don't last too long against the Shadow Fiend.
Yep.
This is going BKB,
SF.
so... I mean, it's not too different from the old stuff. I have seen a lot of Shadow Fiends trying to do this magic damage build, like the blink Yules. Like, it just doesn't work anymore without with the arcane blink changing the way it did. So I feel like if you want to try and go this like much more like not like Mask of Madness Dragonlance kind of build, I feel like it is basically just going to be like bots blink BKB, and you kind of just run around with your Shadow Razors and use other people's control to get you the kills early on.
And so far,
see what
it's been
his
working out
transition
for
will be
him.
after that, though.
Down bottom. Shibe getting gone on. will draw some reinforcements toward it. Might still die regardless, and he dies towards the Reaper side of Laranov. There will be a Doom and a Hurricane back towards the tier 2 tower, so Laranov will certainly end up paying for this one. An expensive kill to pick up. It was a track kill, so they should still win out in the gold department. And geez, they got more than twice as much gold for killing the offlaner as they do losing their mid, despite the heroes having the same net worth. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, track gold is a beautiful thing.
Oh no, Manta not available yet for the PL, so he's still susceptible to being orchided. Otaka finds and kills him, giving Supreme a wicked 6 streak. They popped the song, but they don't want this kid. They don't want the Enchantress. They want the bigger target. They were looking for Lays, not gonna find him, so they'll just settle for the Ench kill. They'll take it. Free money, double kill for Supreme. Lays does manage to TP out, but ITB just rolling over PuckChamp right now. And PuckChamp not really putting up that much of a fight. Every time they make something positive happen, it immediately gets punished, and ITB take more than they give every single time.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that they found the right PL again with the Orchid. So I'm not sure if there's like maybe a visual indicator or maybe they're doing something different, because I remember there was another game against a PL where the Doom was constantly being able to doom the right PL. There might be Phantom Lancers, but seeing the kill there up against the PL and being able to push their advantage early on. Now with Otaka really just starting to get involved with his Orchid picked up, he's well hot, and then it's going to become, you know, take this tier 1 tower to the top, start setting your attention on Mantas now, take them down, win yourself a team fight, get yourself a Roshan, try and finish the game.
So far they haven't gotten their first Rosh just yet, but they have amassed an astonishing gold lead. We still do not have the Hand of Midas from Sweet and Strong. Let us know in chat how long you think it's going to take the Mans to pick up this item. It's taking a while so far.
Probably game 2 he'll get it, I think.
He's going bottom. This move will get scouted as he's not moving inside the cover of the Shadow Walk. And I think they saw the Shadow Walk proc. I'm not 100% sure.
Someone did just ping bottom.
Yeah, they did just ping. Yeah, okay, they did see it. They know what's up. They know what to expect. They're not going to get caught off guard here. And it's only the 2 supports that are holding the area, right? So not really that concerned about, even if one of them does die, who cares? It's one of the supports.
So
they're actually going to try go onto Lays. He's going to get doomed. He does.
I don't think they have the damage to just these 2 supports.
They're bringing in reinforcements, but here comes the duel. Shibe will be able to catch him. The mech does go out, but it's not going to be good enough. That's going to be a quick kill picked up there. Will they be able to reach for more? Oh no, Otaka finds the Song of the Siren as Sweet and Strong will get brought down here by Respect and the crew. If they happen to find him, they will not be able to, as Laranov dies a little bit south of this, brought down by Shibe and the gang. Respect now brings down Sweet and Strong. 3 heroes killed. This was a move PuckChamp thought they were going to be able to make, but this jungle is not yours, boys. ITB have 2 jungles to play with on this map, and they should be able to bring down Kidaro. Hurricane forward by Immersion to make sure they connect with the Requiem, and the next kill should happen. Oh, they should have actually just let him like a dog for like 10 seconds. Hope they could get the duel from Shibe. But, you know, you still get the kill. 4 for nothing all across the map. You'll take it.
Yeah, it is what it is. At the end of the day, they got themselves some big kills. I was just about to say that, you know, the fact that they got the Ag Shard out onto their Hoodwink means that they're able to get these fights going a lot easier for them with the Boomerang. But they just walk in, and before I'm even able to say it, they already win the team fight and take over the map. They haven't been able to transition this into many towers just yet, or Roshan. So they do need to try and set their attention onto that soon. But I mean, all of their heroes are uber farmed. Like Immersion has just taken over Lays, so he's basically an offlaner himself here. And even when you look at Respect on this Hoodwink, he's 7.8k. He's 3k above Sweden Strong on this Bounty Hunter. So that is off the back of him getting a free 1400 gold. But I mean, 1400 gold, yeah, it's not going to be the same as the the 2000 net worth lead that he has. So it's a very interesting tale right now for Into the Breach. They're in a very, very strong position, and I want to see how they transition this, how they get this into objectives and get this into winning the game. Praise be to Sweden Strong, getting his Hand of Midas. Let's go. It was 23 minutes.
Oh, he's not using it. Sweden Strong. Okay.
All right.
It took a while, but if we eventually arrived.
He eventually got it in. Got it done. Also, Zibe has Crimson Guard now too. So, PL,
God.
I hope you don't like doing damage because you're not going to.
Oof. So they have to deal with Guardian Greaves on Doom, a Crimson Guard on this LC.
Jim's also
Natural
going
tankiness
Shivas
with
too.
the heart. Yeah, he's going Shivas. I was about to say, dude, he's going like these armor items as well. So PL, so far they have shown that they have the answers towards this hero. And of course, we are getting the Aghanim Scepter on the Shadow Fiend for the better Requiem as well, to make the team fight even more disastrous for this PL. ITB was smoked up. They're not going to find anything off the back of this. They will at least see that Sweden Strong has shown up in the top lane because they have vision there. But we still don't have them taking down Roche. They're going for it now though. First Roche of the game, and PuckChamp are in no position to contest this. Laurenov still needs BKB. Blaze needs like one more item on top of these Guardian Greaves. And of course the PL needs to finish this hard. Until these objectives are completed, they are certainly not going to fight. But they're coming top. They're coming top. This could be scouted. They know.
Roche is moving.
Do they know they know? Oh, they're coming with the song. They come in with the song. The Requiem setup will be dodged though, at least by the PL. Laurenov, not so lucky. He gets brought down by the sharpshooter of respect. Immersion in the midst of the fight, just tanking up. There's a BKB popped by Supreme as well. He wants to put damage out onto Kidaro. Kidaro trying to run himself away. Should get dueled up by Shebe. Oh, duel was used already. Didn't get them the target that they really wanted, which was the PL. But it still ensures that they win the fight. Okay, honestly, if they're only losing 2 heroes at this point, it's a victory for PuckChamp.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy that they're able to link that up with Roche moving top as well, so they win the team fight, and now they don't have to go back bottom to kill Roche, and they're going to get themselves the first Aegis. That was a nifty little play from Otaka. Songing and then going through the Twin Gate, so just saying, even if they're not here at the back, then we're going to be safe. But if they are, then we're going to catch them. And that's exactly what they did. They set it up with a beautiful little Axe Requiem as well. Oh, actually, no, it wasn't Axe Requiem. It's just the actual Requiem. So that was just a 6-team fight. They're coming in from into the breach, and they continue their winning ways here in this game number 1. And yeah, I think it's really cool what both these two teams are pulling out this game number 1. This is the stuff that I want to see from the patch. Obviously, this game doesn't mean as much to Into the Breach as what it does for PuckChamp, so they can play a little looser, a little freer. But yeah, this is some really cool stuff.
What complicates life is that right now this PL still doing his utmost to farm the map, get as strong as he can. Sweden Strong still needs a ton of net worth. And before he can really feel like he has a positive influence in these fights. This pipe will be useful if he's able to finish it, but even with the Hand of Midas and Philly Stone, he's still lowest net worth in the game. That for me is the most peculiar part. Having both of these net worth items and you're still like a fair distance away from everybody. Just shows how rough a game has been so far for Sweden Strong.
Oh, Laze is getting a duel.
Laze will indeed be dueled, and they should have the kill here. They get the dual kill. We have now at plus 80 for Shibe. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Very successful game for the LC so far.
Feeling good. I think this LC here is something we're going to be seeing a whole lot more of from these offlaners, especially if Illusion Carriers are going to come back into the game.
Yep.
Feels pretty good. Also, Duel just being one of those spells, man. Duel's so good. 5-second disable, it goes through BKB. You get Ags, it's 7.5 seconds. And especially if your Legion Commander has a good game, Ags can really just mean you basically just take one hero out of the fight and most likely kill them.
They're actually looking for another target here, as they have some awareness of where somebody might be here. Goes in with the Shadow Blade. They really want to find Laurenov. He doesn't want to make the full-throated commitment though, because he doesn't know where they have sentries down. But oh no, if somebody just goes and takes a look and gets a bit of vision. Oh no, it's going to be Respect doing it. The blink. Oh, he misses the bushwhack. Oh no. Hunter's Boomerang will get the slow onto Laurenov though, and there's the ensnare. Shibe, duel time, and they get the dual sharpshooter. Instant kill onto Laurenov. That almost didn't happen, but fortunately the whole team was there, ready to capitalize, even if the first bushwhack ends up missing from Respect. More dual damage, a tier 2 tower, and now less of the map for them to play with on the side of PuckChamp. Where on earth do they even find their net worth here, Fluke?
I don't know how they're supposed to kill Naga Siren. Like, this whole game I've been looking at LC, the Doom, and the SF, but Naga's just come out with a heart and a butterfly. I don't think you have enough damage to get through her.
Yeah. And nobody wants to build MKB either, right? The best you can do is maybe hope Larinov can find something interesting, but there we go. Song combo into the Axe Requiem. They've already been able to fear away the Visage and Sweet and Strong, almost killing them, but they reserve their primary Ire for low skill. He's dead without buyback as he bought out for the heart. Duel onto Lays. They bring him down. Sweet and Strong dies to the Hunter's Boomerang. And I think we are at the tail end of the game here, Fluke. I do not see any counterplay options available for the side of PuckChamp. They get a kill Kidaro as well. He finds his untouchable broken, and he himself just dead. What are you supposed to do against this? This just feels impossible. Larinov will respawn, but he's like, team, where is everybody? Where did you all go?
Yeah. When you're this far behind, 25k, 29 minutes in, it is very hard for you to play the game. I think the lanes went okay. My one issue was low skill just wasn't able to get into the game. Whenever he was playing on the lane, he was always getting caught out, and they were able to constantly just kill out on the Phantom Lancer. And then because the Naga Siren was one that was getting involved, she got kills with her Orchid. He was on, had to fall back and try and go for this Mantis a lot faster, and then he just wasn't able to ever join. Supreme, I think he was gifted like what 2 or 3 support kills just like randomly in his that he was able to kill Sweden stronger than Kidaro when he was just sitting around in his own troll. So Supreme had a very good game to start out with, and he beat. He now has travel 2. He's going to get a overwhelming blink, go into a refresher. It's not going to be as crazy as like Arcane Blink, where you blink Arcane, you pop Requiem, you refresh, you pop Requiem again, and you're basically like killing somebody from 100 to 0 with like 2,000 damage and perma fears. But it's still going to be pretty strong, I think, from the Shadow Fiend. Him having BKB and overwhelming blink means you just go into the backlines. Everyone's going to follow up with you as well from Into the Breach, because they've been able to do that so far with all of their engagements, and he's just going to be able to do a lot of damage. So I like this build, this game from Supreme. I don't think this is going to be something we're seeing a lot of from the Shadow Fiends. I think he had an exceptionally good game this time around. So maybe Shadow Fiend's much more right-click focused as we go into it. But, I like the way that they've been playing. And for PuckChamp, I mean, how do you win a fight? I really don't know how you're supposed to win a fight here.
And I mean, they have the kind of draft that plays from ahead, right? And one of the themes we've seen throughout this day is that the team that has the better access to jump, once the mid-game hits, always has better prospects of success. And they have 2 Blink Daggers on the... or 3 Blink Daggers across these heroes. They could get another one on Doom if they want to. They can start fights with Song, they can start fights with Duel, they can start fights with Blink Bushwhack. There's so many different ways to engage these fights. I mean, in the meantime, for PuckChamp, they have what? Larinov jumping in, but he doesn't have Blink BKB, so he can't actually do that. The Visage isn't tanky enough to run headlong into the fight. And heroes like this Bounty Hunter, not necessarily able to accomplish all that much when the enemy team is also prepared to play as this big ball. Kidaro, well, erstwhile tanky hero will probably die here. Oh, nice onto the high ground to escape. Okay. That was pretty cool. Kidaro creating space and time. That's all they need right now, right? As much time as humanly possible. Let's say they get their time. Is there any comeback potential with this draft, or is Dota Plus correct and 100% win probability for ITB is the correct way to think about this game?
I hate saying 100%, but it definitely feels like a 99 kind of game, because like how are they ever supposed to start a fight even if they get net worth? Like you see here as Kidaro goes down, like you talked about it just before, like who actually goes in and starts a fight for them? They have to walk into a fight, and if you're walking into a fight against 3 Blink Daggers, probably 4, like you're never going to get an initiation that you want. You're never going to be able to find the backlines. You're never going to be able to find the people who are waiting for the counter initiation, because you just have to walk headlong into them and hope that they're out of position, and it's just not going to happen. So I do feel like this is like a, as long as they don't a mega throw, then Into the Breach should definitely be winning this game number 1. It's all about the time it takes them to finish it.
So life just got much more complicated as well for the PuckChamp heroes, as they have just picked up a nullifier on Otaka. So that means Ghost Shroud sucks now. The 4-staff play, the 1 4-staff you have on the team, that doesn't save anybody anymore. You're just in a much rougher slot. Well, PuckChamp still only have to deal with 2 lanes of super creeps, not been mega just yet. Does massively curtail the farm available for them. Also, how often are we going to see this, Fluke? Radiant side, you're losing, but your carry is still going to be farming the well area. This is going to happen every game, no matter what. It's just too good farm. You gotta try to get this net worth, man.
I think so, especially because neutral creeps scale with time, whereas lane creeps don't. Well, don't as much as they used to. Like melee creeps don't at all, but range creeps do. So your carry is going to want to be hitting neutral creeps over lane creeps, especially once the game gets like around about this mark. So we're probably going to be seeing a lot more carriers utilize these defenders gates to be able to go towards this bottom side. And if you're able to take ancients and kill the tormentor, then you're going to be able to do that as well. So this is going to be an interesting meta to watch these carry players and how they try and get the net worth back, and how teams deal with it as well. Like, I think if this was a little bit later into the patch and this is something that we saw a lot of, you probably would just see a whole lot more wards in this bottom side here from Into the Breach to just be like, okay, that's where low skill is. Let's either get a gank going on the other side of the map or let's take him out.
Low skill did come across the Naga Siren and very promptly decided to TP his way to safety. Even if he was entertaining notions of getting a butterfly at some point, Naga Siren already itemizing against it as she's picked up the Bloodthorn. So she has ways to be able to deal with and kill you, and you really have no way to kill this Naga. Otaka should just never die for the rest of this game. That's really, really strong. 3.2k HP, 39 armor, are you kidding me? And that's before we even consider the heals from the Doom, the protection afforded to him by like press the attack and stuff. It's scary game to be playing into as PuckChamp. And PL is still so far off the mark. He's still, there's no course he's ahead of in net worth. It's only this Doom who's a 4th corner off the side of ITB.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to play the game, and unfortunately he doesn't get to play the game any longer.
Okay. Let's see, do they find the right one this time around? Immersion, they go in the Shiva's God. He does have access to Manta as well as the Doppelganger, so that'll get him out for now. Nullifier back onto Lace, and they brought in the rest of the lineup. They don't have an Aegis to play with here, so they do have to be a little bit careful. Jump forward though, Supreme with the Requiem plays, blows up the Visage. He now wants Sweet and Strong after the duel. They've gotten 2 for nothing. Kidaro trying to at least make them work for this one. Shiva's God should slow him up, and they've got the Boomerang out, so they have more than enough damage to be able to get the kill. So slowed up, killed off, they buy back on Ench, but whatever. If you're ITB, do you really care about this? You just want the lane of Rax, you just want the full megas, and there's nothing that can stop you.
Yeah, I mean, PuckChamp, you can tell that this game is super important for them. This series is super important for them because they're holding on to a game that is well and truly done. You know, it's 42k now, 35 minutes into the game. Laurenov, he's caught out, probably dead as well. Nope.
Barely
he's okay
survives
for now, but
the objective of this was to try and stop them pushing, right? And he can't do that. The Naga illusions are just too strong. They get the megas. Immersion fell very low. It didn't even die. And they're actually going to go out for this. I am not sure about this one, boys. Shibe and Immersion are waiting in the wings to try and come in for this fight. They will be able to find the Doom onto Laurenov of all targets, and they duel him as well. There is no more Necro. Song of the Siren will ensure that they can reset this fight. They catch 3 here. They want really low skill. He's the priority target. They're not sure where he's at just yet. He doppelgangers to the high ground. Supreme though will chase him. They get the Requiem out. This should bring him down. Immersion is credited with the kill, but it doesn't matter because PuckChamp just called GG. They throw in the towel. They know that game 1 is done, and they know that their chances of staying in Division 2 have just been halved. ITB